happening?
The cast of the 1976 sitcom What's Happening was one by one erased from life in the cruelest ways. Behind the smiles lay a black hole of tragedy, addiction, bankruptcy, Fred Berry shedding 100 pounds in complete helplessness, and 2 consecutive deaths crashing down like a punishment. By 2026, the grim truth is fully exposed. Was it a deadly curse, or just Hollywood's dark greed? Comment your thoughts below. What's happening?
The turkey.
Few would have guessed that the most mischievous little girl in the show would go on to endure more life and death ordeals than anyone else in the cast. Danielle Spencer's story is a journey of survival that leaves many people astonished. Born on June 24, 1965, Danielle Spencer was just 10 years old when she began playing Dee Thomas on What's Happening. With her sharp tongue and unforgettable catchphrases, she quickly became one of the show's most beloved young stars. But behind the laughter was a tragedy few fans knew about. In 1977, Danielle was involved in a horrific car accident that killed her stepfather, Tim Pelt. She suffered multiple broken bones, severe facial injuries, and spent 3 weeks in a coma. Against all odds, she returned to the show the following season. The nightmare followed her for decades. Doctors later linked a serious spinal condition to the crash, leaving her in a wheelchair for months after surgery. In 2014, she battled breast cancer and underwent a double mastectomy. 4 years later, she faced emergency brain surgery, another complication believed to be connected to the accident. Instead of chasing Hollywood fame, Danielle became a veterinarian and practiced for more than 2 decades. Her estimated net worth is believed to be around $2 million, earned through acting, veterinary work, and book sales. Today, at 61, she remains one of the most inspiring survivors from the cast. A little girl who nearly died at 11 survived a coma, cancer, brain surgery, and years of pain, and is still standing today.
No, my mama can't help me either, Robin. Yes, she had the old math too. No, I don't know what the old math was, but if the new math is better... Can't you see I'm on the telephone? Listen, when you walk into a house and you see a person on your telephone...
Born on March 19, 1951, Fred Berry brought Freddie Rerun Stubbs to life on What's Happening. With his red beret, suspenders, and unforgettable dance moves, Rerun became the show's breakout star and one of the most recognizable sitcom characters of the 1970s. But fame came with a heavy price. Almost overnight, Berry became a millionaire, yet the pressure of sudden success pushed him into years of drug and alcohol abuse. According to his own accounts, he struggled with addiction for much of his adult life and survived 3 separate suicide attempts. His troubles grew worse when he was removed from the show's revival following a salary dispute, leaving his career in decline. In a remarkable turnaround, Berry later found religion, became a Baptist minister, and dedicated himself to helping others. After being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, he lost more than 100 pounds and worked hard to rebuild his life. At the time of his death in 2003, his estimated net worth was around $500,000 to $1 million. Fred Berry passed away on October 21, 2003, at just 52 years old. The man who made millions laugh spent years battling addiction, depression, and despair before finally finding peace. Did Hollywood destroy Fred Berry, or was it his descent into drugs, alcohol, and a life of excess that caused him to lose everything? Share your thoughts.
What's happening?
What you do that for?
We thought you were our father.
Dwayne's too young to be your father. Just one. Histery.
Born on December 25, 1932, Mabel King was 44 years old when she played Mama Thomas on What's Happening. To viewers, she was the loving mother who kept Raj and Dee under control. But few realized she was already one of the most accomplished performers in the entire cast. Long before the sitcom, King had built a successful Broadway career and later appeared in major productions, including The Wiz with Diana Ross and The Jerk with Steve Martin. While many actors were still searching for their big break, Mabel was already a respected veteran of stage and screen. As the series continued, her appearances became less frequent, leaving many fans wondering where Mama Thomas had gone. Behind the scenes, health problems were slowly taking their toll, and her acting career gradually faded during the 1990s. At the time of her death, his estimated net worth was around $3 million. Mabel King passed away on November 9, 1999, at age 66. The most heartbreaking part came just 1 month later, when co-star Shirley Hemphill also died. In only a few weeks, What's Happening lost two of its most beloved faces, leaving fans stunned by how quickly the show's family was torn apart.
And I am the oldest one here. No, you're not. You just look it. Roger, I think I'm all right now. You can go home. You can go home, Don. And thanks for helping me register. Oh, it's my pleasure.
Born on July 1, 1947, Shirley Hemphill was 30 years old when she began playing Shirley Wilson on What's Happening. With her sharp wit, quick comebacks, and natural comedic talent, she became one of the funniest and most beloved members of the cast. After the series ended, Hemphill hoped to build on her success and even landed her own sitcom, One in a Million. But despite high expectations, the show was canceled after just one season. While many believed she would become a major television star, she spent the following years fighting to keep her career alive through stand-up comedy, television appearances, and nightclub performances. Sadly, her final years were far quieter than her days in the spotlight. On December 10, 1999, Shirley Hemphill was found dead alone in her California home at just 52 years old. The cause of death was later determined to be kidney failure. The news shocked fans, especially because only 1 month earlier, her What's Happening co-star Mabel King had also passed away. At the time of her death, her estimated net worth was around $2 million. Shirley Wilson was the woman who always made people laugh, but behind the scenes, her own story ended far too soon. More than 2 decades later, fans still remember the waitress with the sharp tongue and the comedian whose humor helped define an entire generation.
Okay, Cheryl, I'm all ready. Can we continue?
Oh, excuse me, 1 minute. Dynamite? You talking about?
Yes, let's see.
Now, wait a minute, huh? Look, I know I'm beautiful, but that's enough for me to go around.
He was once the lead star of one of America's most popular sitcoms. Yet behind the fame and glory, Ernest Thomas hit rock bottom before finding his way back. Born on March 26, 1949, Ernest Thomas was 26 years old when he starred as Roger Raj Thomas on What's Happening as the lead character. He became one of the most recognizable young actors on television and seemed to have everything: fame, popularity, and a promising future. But when the show ended, his life took a devastating turn. Struggling with depression, addiction, and a lack of acting opportunities, Thomas watched his career collapse. At his lowest point, The former sitcom star became homeless, a shocking fall for a man millions of Americans had welcomed into their homes every week. For years, he battled personal demons while trying to rebuild his life and career. Against the odds, he eventually fought his way back, returning to television and film, with roles in Martin, Malcolm X, and Everybody Hates Chris. While he never regained the wealth of his sitcom peak, his estimated net worth today is around $500,000 to $1 million. A reminder of both the success he achieved and the fortune he lost along the way. At 77, Ernest Thomas is still alive. Raj always found a way to land on his feet. And in real life, Thomas did the same, surviving addiction, homelessness, and heartbreak to earn a second chance at life.
I can't wait till Monday, Fonz. The prom is tomorrow night, Fonz. I gotta get a date, Fonz. It's a matter of life or death. Once you've seen one sister, you've seen them all. Hi, beautiful.
Hey, I'm the Fonz. Hey, don't you remember me? I'm the Fonz. I'm the Fonz.
Born on November 15, 1935, Thalmus Rasulala was 41 years old when he played Bill Thomas, the father of Raj and Dee, on What's Happening. While his role on the sitcom was relatively small, few viewers realized they were watching one of the most respected dramatic actors in the entire cast. Before television fame, Rasulala had already built a successful stage career under his birth name, Jack Crowder. He later joined the historic all-black Broadway production of Hello, Dolly, alongside Pearl Bailey and Cab Calloway. His career reached another level when he portrayed Omoro Kinte, the father of Kunta Kinte, in the groundbreaking miniseries Roots, a role remembered by millions of viewers. What many fans never knew is that Rasulala spent his final years quietly battling leukemia while continuing to work. In 1991, after completing scenes for Mom and Dad Save the World, he suddenly suffered a fatal heart attack in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He was only 55 years old. The film was later released after his death and dedicated to his memory. At the time of his passing, his estimated net worth was around $2 million. Even more remarkable, fellow actor Red Fox died of a heart attack just 2 days later. Thalmus Rasulala was far more than a sitcom father. He was a respected actor whose final performance came while courageously fighting illness behind the scenes. Thalmus Rasulala devoted nearly his entire life to the arts and continued working until his final days. But is a successful career worth sacrificing your health and your final years for? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Well, don't you have a kiss for me?
If you want something cold, go look in the freezer.
Does that include me?
You're the turkey.
Born on July 4, 1945, Earl Billings was around 31 years old when he played Big Earl Barnett on What's Happening. As the friendly businessman and neighborhood father figure, he became one of the most dependable adult characters on the show. Unlike many of his co-stars, Billings' story is not one of tragedy, but remarkable longevity. While several cast members struggled with addiction, illness, or died far too young, Earl quietly built one of the longest careers in Hollywood. For more than 6 decades, he appeared in major films including Con Air, Crimson Tide, American Splendor, and Thank You for Smoking, becoming one of those rare actors whose face audiences instantly recognize, even if they do not know his name. One surprising detail many fans never realized is that Billings was also a familiar face in Aflac insurance commercials, seen by millions of Americans. Away from the spotlight, he has enjoyed a stable marriage to actress Denise Billings for more than 50 years, a rarity in the entertainment industry. Today, Earl Billings' estimated net worth is around $2 minus 5 million. At 81 years old, he remains one of the oldest surviving cast members. While fame came and went, for many around him, Billings achieved something even rarer: a successful career, a lasting family life, and more than 60 years in Hollywood.
Were you talking to someone?
Oh, just to the dog.
I didn't see any dog.
And that's why you didn't hear an answer.
It's surely an answer when I want you to meet. Isn't she a looker?
Yeah, real fox. Rob, I want to talk to you about something, and I'm just going to spit it right out while I'm hot.
From a small role in What's Happening, Debbie Morgan went on to make television history in America. However, that success came at the cost of years of pain and hardship in her personal life. Born on September 20th, 1956, Debbie Morgan was around 20 years old when she appeared as Diane on What's Happening. At the time, few viewers could have imagined that the young actress in a small role would later become one of the most respected women in television. While her career eventually brought fame and success, her personal life was marked by heartbreak. Morgan went through several marriages, including relationships she later described as emotionally painful and, at times, abusive. One marriage ended after struggles with domestic violence, while others collapsed under the pressures of fame and personal differences. Years later, she openly admitted that finding lasting happiness was far more difficult than finding success in Hollywood. Despite the turmoil in her private life, Morgan refused to let those experiences define her. In 1989, she made history as the first African-American actress to win a Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress for her role as Dr. Angie Hubbard on All My Children. Today, Debbie Morgan's estimated net worth is around $12 minus 15 million. At 69, she remains active in the entertainment industry. Diane was only a small role, but Debbie Morgan's real story became one of resilience, a woman who survived failed marriages, emotional pain, and personal struggles before finding peace and building a groundbreaking career.
Helping geometry, I passed. Oh, come on, why you gotta do that?
How do you do? You're new at school, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
In the eyes of fans, he was a teen idol of the 1970s. Yet Haywood Nelson chose a path completely different from what everyone expected. Born on March 25, 1961, Haywood Nelson was just 16 years old when he played Dwayne Nelson on What's Happening. As Raj's intelligent and loyal best friend, he became one of the most popular young faces on television and one of the first black teen idols of the 1970s. While many fans expected him to spend his entire life in Hollywood, Nelson chose a different path. After the show's success, he focused on education, studying architectural design and electronics engineering. It was a surprising decision for a young actor at the height of his popularity. He later returned for What's Happening Now, working both in front of and behind the camera as a technical director. Over the years, he also became involved in writing, producing, and documentary projects. Today, Haywood Nelson's estimated net worth is around $1.3 million. At 64, he remains one of the surviving cast members. Unlike many former child stars, whose lives were marked by controversy or hardship, Nelson quietly built a success.
Hey girls, gather round. Listen to what I'm putting down. Hey baby, I fix a broken heart. I know I really can. If your broken heart needs repair, then I'm the man to see.
Born on March 18, 1959, Irene Cara was just 18 years old when she appeared as Maria in What's Happening. Her role was brief, but few viewers realized they were watching a future music superstar who would soon become one of the biggest names of the 1980s. Only a few years later, Kara achieved worldwide fame through Fame, before reaching even greater heights with Flashdance, What a Feeling. The song became a global sensation, earning her an Academy Award, a Grammy Award, and a Golden Globe. At the peak of her career, she seemed unstoppable. But behind the success was a devastating setback. Kara became locked in a lengthy legal battle with her management team and business associates over unpaid royalties and earnings. Although she eventually won the case, the years-long dispute stalled her career during what should have been the most successful period of her life. Many fans were left wondering why such a talented star seemed to disappear from the spotlight. At the time of her death in 2022, Irene Cara's estimated net worth was around $2-4 million. She passed away at age 63 from cardiovascular disease and hypertension. Maria was only a small role, but Irene Cara went on to become the only Oscar-winning performer connected to What's Happening, making her story one of the most remarkable success stories linked to the series.
If it's okay with rerun.
Rerun?
That's me. She doesn't know my real name. No.
Nearly 50 years have passed since What's Happening first brought laughter into millions of homes. Time has changed everything. Many of the actors who helped make the show a success have now passed away, taking with them the stories, dreams, and tragedies that few people ever knew about. But no matter how much time passes, the moments they left behind on screen remain just as meaningful. Each episode not only reminds us of a golden era of television, but also reminds us that life is fragile and that no one can defeat time. To their fans, they will always be remembered, not for the way they left this world, but for the joy and cherished memories they gave us. Thank you for joining us on this journey. As we looked back at the cast of What's Happening, nearly 50 years later, if the show was ever a part of your youth, share your favorite memory or character in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss more emotional and nostalgic stories about legendary television and film stars in our upcoming videos.